Do you prefer seeing a really, really low score in a golf event, or do you like to see the golf pros struggle? Yeah, lots of things have happened this weekend.
Yes.
Rory McIlroy won again.
Did.
CJ Cup in Vegas. I didn't watch loads of it. I saw little clips of YouTube content and snippets. It's nice to see him playing well again. It was really interesting hearing his post-round interviews, talking about after the devastating blow of the Ryder Cup and how he felt like he really underperformed, and he was kind of very emotional after the Ryder Cup. He's kind of come back here this week and really said he doesn't have to be somebody else. He needs to be Rory McIlroy.
What does he mean by that, though?
I think, you know what? I honestly believe, and we saw glimpses of this through lockdown last year, I believe he was trying to chase certain players. Let's say Bryson. So Bryson is bombing out there at the moment, which we'll talk about in a moment. Rory has always been known for being one of the longest hitters in the world, and now he's maybe not. Now he's kind of slipping down that ranking a little bit. And I think he's then gone on this kind of journey to try and be somebody that he's not. He's gone for more distance. He's trying to get more power. He might be trying to also search perfection in his golf swing. You know, he's moved coaches recently from his childhood coach,
Michael Bannon.
Now going over to Pete Cowan. Is that right?
Yeah,
he's gone to Pete Cowan. It's a massive change again. Is he making big change in his golf swing? Is he trying to change technique? You could look at his last couple of seasons and say that it's below par for his ability. He's not kind of set the world on light. He's without a major for many, many years now. So
7 years it's been.
That's crazy, isn't it? For someone who's as good as Rory McIlroy, 7 years seems a long time not to have won a major. But it's interesting. I think after seeing that performance at the weekend, I know it was kind of a very low scoring golf course. I think the total score was like 25 under par for the 4 rounds of golf, which is phenomenal. It'll be really interesting to see if he kind of builds on this momentum, gets a really good off season in, starts the new year strong, and actually has a really, really good 2022. I want to see him play better again. I think his ability is phenomenal, and I would definitely love to see him win majors. Where is he in the world ranking now?
Just having a look. That's the thing, though. You think he's been bad. He's world number 8.
Okay.
So he came up from 14 to 8 after that win. But he's not been obviously Rory McIlroy form last few years, but he's still been up and about there a lot of the time, hasn't he? I think when someone is so good at such a young age, that you really just expect him to be there forever, don't you?
I feel like he has been around forever.
Well, he has. It's 2012, his first major, I think it was.
Was that the Open at Carnoustie?
He's not won the Open at Carnoustie.
No, the one he first played in. Are you saying the one he won?
I was saying his first major was.
I'm thinking of young. He might have been.
It was the PGA. Oh no, so his US Open was his first in 11. Actually, I thought it was 12. So 11.
What I was getting confused with then, I thought we were talking about when he kind of first hit the scene.
Oh, he won the silver medal at.
I'm sure that was Carnoustie.
Let's have a look. 2007. Well, that would have been when Harrington won, wouldn't it?
And do you remember he was like either Jay Lindeberghed up. It
was Oakley as well, I think, after that, wasn't it?
Oakley straight into it. He had this massive kind of Barnet going on.
So 14 years he's been on the scene.
Which is crazy.
It is. When he's only 33, I think. 32.
So he probably gets a hard time because of his stardom so quickly. But, he wouldn't like to have been 14th in the world, I'm sure. I don't know how much these players really think about world ranking, but, it's nice that he's got back in the top 10. It'll be interesting to see how he kind of goes ahead. Because the names above him now, John Rahm, Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa, Patrick Cantley, Xander Schauffele, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Thomas.
It's a weird one. I think they obsess over world ranking.
Yeah.
I think they will do. Like, we obsess about winning the biggest YouTube channel or whatever, biggest podcast.
I would obsess about world ranking.
No, I think they do, 100%. But equally, they're that good, it doesn't necessarily define them. So just because Rory's world number 8, if he's going into the Masters in 2 weeks' time, let's just say, obviously it's not, but if it was, he's not going to feel, I'm only 8th in the world. He's going to think, I'm the best in the world.
Yeah.
So it's one of those weird things where it probably means so much to them, but yet they can't let it become like... Because also you have most majors, Rory is one of the odds on, isn't he?
Yeah.
Top 3 or 4, even kind of irrespective of his world ranking.
Yeah,
and so was Tiger when Tiger's come back before. Even when he's not been playing that well, it's almost like... When you've won a major before and you can multiple times and you show that you can do it, that stands for so much, doesn't it?
It really does. And then over in the European Tour, again, somebody who's maybe not been in the winning circle that often, Matt Fitzpatrick. The contrast of scoring, because this was played at Valderrama, one of the hardest golf courses kind of in Europe. The grand score there was 6 under par for 72 holes. And our mate
Minwoo Lee
came second.
Yeah, 3 under.
3 under par, and he had a really strong charge coming home. He didn't kind of... There was an eagle putt on the 17th, which I cannot believe didn't go in. It looked like it was in all the way. I don't think it would have obviously been enough to kind of win or put... But it might have just put a bit of pressure on Matt Fitzpatrick. But that golf course is one that I kind of want to play, but it kind of scares me because it's so difficult.
I think I've been there to watch an event when I was young. And like you said, every time there's an event, I mean, 6 under is obviously an amazing golf score. But for 4 rounds, like these guys can go so deep, can't they? It must be absolutely solid.
I'm just looking.
Was there any horrendous scores?
So John Rahm,
yeah,
best player in the world. First round, shot 78. Shot 74, missed the cut. So it's like, that's how different. And he's played that place loads of times before. He actually played it just the week before and did pretty well. But like, that's crazy.
Would you rather watch the tour pros like, so obviously there's that contrast this week, would you rather watch them at a course they rip up and go super deep, or one that challenges them and they kind of shoot more around level par?
What a great question.
Or does it not matter because the best golfer's always going to win?
Yeah, but from a spectacle, I think I want to see lots of birdies from a spectacle. So I would probably have watched more. If I had the 2 options, you can watch this golf event and the winning score is going to be 25 under, or watch this golf event and the winning score is going to be 6 under, I'd probably go 25 under.
Yeah.
Because I like seeing players go 7, 8, 9, making lots and lots of birdies personally.
Yeah, but then equally, if it was holes where they're going driver, chipping a wedge to 3 foot, knocking it in, or they're going driver, smash 6 iron to 15 foot, just like, do you get what I mean? It's different levels of golf, isn't it?
Of course it is. And going back to like Valderrama, you know, for me, just personally, I don't mind seeing golfers struggle at a links golf course when it's really difficult and it's really challenging and the weather conditions are like ridiculous and everybody is kind of struggling. I sometimes think with a golf course like Valderrama, it's so tripped up, it's so difficult and tree lined and slopey and fast. It's like, it feels a bit crazy golfy, almost in a way.
I do think typically a lot of people do like seeing the golf at the tour pros have a bit of a tough time.
I would almost imagine most people watching this video would prefer to see them struggle. Leave a comment down below, actually. Do you prefer seeing a really, really low score in a golf event, or do you like to see the golf pros struggle? That'd be really interesting.
I like to see both, which is weird, isn't it?
I like seeing a mixture. I wouldn't want to see 25 under all the time, but I do quite like seeing a player shooting like 10 under.
Yeah.
Something quite like, whoa, that's like crazy.
Yeah.
But I understand why people would like to see him struggle a little bit as well.
It's just because it makes it more relatable, doesn't it? If you see a golfer hitting like, you don't want to see them hit good shots and get punished, obviously, because that's just not fair. But when you see them on a hole where there's like not much room to miss or whatever, and then they go in the fairway bunker and then they have to chip out sideways and they put it to the side of the green, they don't go up and down, make a bogey, whatever. It is quite nice, isn't it? It is.
Yeah.
One thing.